Hey guys, it's Erika. We are going to be checking out TRENDZ, who, very excited to be checking this out. This is a comeback from them. They debuted with TNT. That was really nice, but I preferred Villain, which was a B-side, but they made performance videos for it. Because for one, the use of that prop was absolutely insane and genius. But I also personally preferred the song more, so we'll definitely see what they are getting with this comeback with Who and stuff. I don't know if it's a single or if it's like an album like the last one was. Looks to be a mini album, so we got some B-sides to work with, and I don't know if they put out videos for all of them like they did for the debut, but that's for me to find out. But I'm very excited to be checking this out, so you know what, let's go. White Infinity Room. Straight to choreography. Just kidding, maybe. A lift? That's like a really crazy lift. Are they really just like... Oh. Oh. We teleported. Bowling? Abandoned. Silent Hill 2. Abandoned bowling alley. That's what aesthetic is giving. I'm liking this sound a lot though. This is really nice. It's like an old school sound to it. Really nice. It's shot extremely well. Ooh. What a cool transition. Pre-chorus is interesting. We normally hear like a more broken down pre-chorus these days. So this is interesting, but oh, he's sparkly. Goals. Oh. Ooh, choreography. The Who makes it sound like werewolves. Oh. Oh. Oh, rock and roll. There's a lot happening. Girl, they need a... Very performance heavy. Here we go. Another genre change. Let's get into it. Are they werewolves? Again, it was giving me those vibes. They could be. Or they could not be. Yo, the choreography is insane. And you can't do the claw hands without making me think you're a werewolf. Or two shadows. That's a little weird. This shot's so well. Look at how extra crispy all it looks. Break it down. I think it's the beat isn't going completely out when it goes to the breakdown parts of the songs. So it keeps it consistent throughout. So your ear is staying it's staying the same. So it's not as jarring, I guess, of a genre change. And I love how they changed the lighting for that set. Completely different scene. Interesting guitar solo. That was interesting. This overall, I'm calling them werewolves. They probably are werewolves, but those are the vibes I was getting. So they're werewolves. But you can't do a whoo and not make me think werewolves. And it could just be the Golden Shell came up with "Au" for their Japanese first single. That's strictly Japanese, and it was called "Au," and it was a werewolf concept, so that's probably where my brain is going. But werewolves, or maybe I just want werewolves to happen. Okay. I've been watching Teen Wolf again lately, getting back into it. Surprise! For the 15th time in my lifetime. But I really enjoyed it. I really like the sound. It's really cool. It has that that like old school hip hop type of sound, like a So Touchy and the Boys kind of thing. That's how I would associate that beat to. So that's really, really cool. But the rock was interesting, like the guitar solo there, especially at the end, like that feels from like a completely different era than where they're pulling the hip hop from. So it's very interesting. But I think it kind of works. And I think it may just be jarring to hear for the first time you hear a song, just be like, oh, this hip hop's coming from this era, but this rock is from a different era. But I think it definitely works. It's very, very cool. Definitely see with a lot of boy groups these days the hip hop and rock influence, but not specifically like a new metal type of thing, which that's what like new metal is like the rock and the hip hop, kind of around like the 90s times or earlier 2000s. It's interesting because some stuff does lean to where I'm like, oh no, this sounds very new metal, but some stuff doesn't. So it's very interesting, but I overall really enjoyed it. Visually, extra crispy images, let me tell you, like especially the dancing scenes, extra crispy. Like they were looking real nice, like way too good, like super nice, well shot. Choreography looks absolutely insane. I don't even know what they're doing. It's performance heavy, girl, but it was hard to catch everything. There's a lot happening, try to take it all in. Their scenes were really, really dope. Even just using a white infinity room, if you do it well and you do it good, you can use it for like any type of video, and they use it here. And I mean, they have the sort of Silent Hill abandoned bowling alley a look for one of their sets, but then they also have the white infinity room, so they have this really, really cool aesthetic for a set. And then you have another one that's just the most basic set you can kind of get, but both still work. So that's also kind of thing. We're seeing a lot of those white infinity room type sets, which I'm really, really liking, because if it's done well, again, girl, she done well and it looks good. All we need is it for to look good. I don't need all this craziness happening with the set and the CGIs. Just as long as you give me a good video, that's all I want. And this was a really good video. I see what his performance had, because those shots were really, really dope, and cutting between like a lot more shaky cam stuff to a much more smoother camera movement, I think definitely worked. It wasn't super jarring to catch those or like notice those differences, because I feel like both definitely worked for the choreography. But yeah, overall enjoyed it. I think the song was really, really dope. I really liked it, and can't wait to listen to those B-sides, because I really like their debut mini album. And then the video was really dope. They had some really cool transitions, and there's some really, really nice ones, and overall the look was all for me and everything. I just should have leaned a little bit more to the werewolf concept. It was a little like what's the word? It was like a gray area if it was werewolf or not. So in my book, she a werewolf concept, even if they don't say it is. It is. You can't just do that, and it's not werewolves, okay? But go for your thoughts and comments down below what you thought about TRENDZ Who. If you like this video, give this video a thumbs up. If you liked me and want to see more of my videos, go and hit that subscribe button. If you want to see my videos the second they come out, hit that notification button. If you want to follow me social media, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, or in the description down below. At the end screen, share this video to your friends. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you, and I'll tell you guys later. Bye.